Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ihsan bin Faizal. Today I'm going to present to you my project for assignment 2, subject CSC508, which involve stack and cube. So this is my all of my classes, and this is my linked list class. There are several methods in this class, and this is the queue and stack class. So queue and stack class will extend the linked list class because there are many methods in linked list class that are quite the same with queue and stack class. So we just need to extend the linked list class so that we can add a few other methods for stack and queue. And this is my main class. So this is how I'm going to uh, enter my data. First, I'm going to enter a number of stuff that I want to enter. And then the program will ask me to enter the employee name, the employee IC, and the employee salary. And all of this detail will be put into an object S, and I will enqueue it into salary queue. Next, this method is to search stuff in the data. If I insert 1 as the response, the program will ask me to enter the stuff IC. So this is how queue basically works. Uh, I will use while loop. While salary queue is not empty, I will dequeue the salary queue into object 2 and uh, cast it into S. So this is where I will compare to get the IC. And then after I have done, I will enqueue it into temporary queue. This is because I don't want to put it back into salary queue because to prevent because in this while loop we want salary queue to be empty. So if we put it back into salary queue, uh, it will keep on looping. So we want to avoid that. So we will enqueue it into temporary queue. And if it is found, then I will display uh, the data that I search is in the data and display the search and all the details. If not, I will display sorry, the data that I search does not exist. After we have done with this method, we will input it back into salary queue by dequeuing the temporary queue to object and put the object in queue of salary queue. So that is how basically uh, queue works. So this is for the sum method. It is the same with this method up here. We will dequeue the salary queue into object queue and cast it into S, and then we will sum it and we will get the salary from the data and enqueue it into temporary queue. After we have done, we will dequeue it. We will dequeue the temporary queue and put it back into salary queue, and then we will display uh, the total salary. Next is for the average method. It is also the same, but we will use the count uh, to get the average. So after we have dequeue and casting, we will find the sum and we will count it, and then we will make just like uh, the method before, we will also enqueue it into temporary queue, and after that we will dequeue it back into salary queue. Then we will display the average. As for this part, I'm going to show how to find the minimum. I do this by using by declaring the first data of the queue of the salary queue to be the minimum. So I declare the first data as object 3, and I cast it into minimum temporary, and I declare the minimum temporary to be the minimum. So we will make the same method again. We will dequeue the salary queue, we will make casting, and we will compare the minimum. If the other salary that uh, in the data is less than the first salary which we declare as minimum just now, it will be the new minimum salary, and then it will enqueue into temporary queue. After it has done, it will be uh, enqueue back into salary queue. Then it will display the minimum salary. This is also the same with max method to find maximum. We will use the first data of the queue to be the max, and we will declare it as max, and we will the same method. We will compare all the data. If the data has higher value than the first data, which is the max that we declare, it will become the new max, and then we will enqueue it into temporary queue, and enqueue it back into salary queue. So then we will display uh, the highest salary here. Now this method here is to insert the uh, queue data into stack. So this is how it works. We will dequeue the salary queue into object 2, and then we will cast it. Then we will make comparison. If we want to insert uh, certain data into stack, uh, let's say we want to insert data that the salary that has more than 5,000, then if it if the salary has more than 5,000, it will insert into the stack by using the push method. So, and then it will enqueue it into the temporary queue. But this method is only to copy the data into the stack. So the data in salary queue will still have it. We will still have the data from the salary queue. So now I'm going to demonstrate how I demonstrate my program. So this is how my program works. Let's say we want to insert uh, three stuff here, and then we insert the first name as Ihsan, the ICS 2020. The salary is 15,000. The next employee will be Ali, IC 2021, and the salary 10,000. And the next employee will be Abu with IC 2022 and salary of 5,000. So it will ask me if I want to search the stuff in the data. If I insert one, then it will ask me to insert the stuff IC. Let's say we want to search for someone with IC 2021. It will display the data. We will say that 21 is in the data, and we will display all the data. And this is all the total, the average, minimum, and the maximum of the data that we insert. So that's it from me for today. Thank you.